Hello dear students, as we have discussed in the previous session all about the polynomial, that was kinds of the polynomial on the basis of degrees, kinds of the polynomial on the basis of number of terms, and so many things were there, like the technical terms had the variable, constant, and the combination of that variable and constant is the algebraic expression. And then after already we have discussed about that polynomial, and already we have discussed about the standard form of polynomial. In this session we will proceed further next step of this chapter, that comes on the zeros. Actually all that polynomials is a kind of function. If we are discussing about the function, there are two parts, one is the left side and one is the right side. And definitely in a function the left side, that is subject, always be dependent on the right side. Okay, so let's proceed for this one. We will discuss about it and I'll tell you what is the meaning of this. See, in this paper I have written the heading zeros of polynomial. Zeros of polynomial means if any one polynomial is written and we are looking forward for the zeros, then we should put a focus on that, what is the degree of that polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is n, then the number of zeros will be n. Actually number of zeros is not different, this is the value of x which will satisfy the given function, because I have taken the function as fx, and in this fx, x is the variable. So all the values of x which will satisfy this equation, or you may say, if it no not equation of polynomial, that is known as its zeros, right? I took one example to understand this thing. Find the zero of this function fx equals to 2x plus 5. To find the zeros, we can write this function is equals to 0. Since degree of this polynomial is 1, so it will have only a 0. Therefore, we will say 0. If it is quadratic, then we will say zeros. If it is cubic, then we will say zeros, because it may have more than 2. As I told, as number of zeros always be equal to the number of degree. Its degree is 1. Okay, got it? So see, this fx equals to 0 and this is 2x plus 5 equals to 0. Now 2x equals to minus 5 and then x equals to minus 5 upon 2. This x equals to minus 5 upon 2 is the 0 of this given polynomial. If you like to recheck your answer, you can recheck this thing by putting x equals to minus 5 upon 2. Whenever you will put this value in this function, it will give the result as 0. That's why it is known as zeros. Some questions are there in which such things are asked. Check whether x equals to 2 or x equals to 5 is the 0 of the given polynomial. If it is, then we'll put the value. If we are getting the result as 0, then we can say it's a 0, right? As I told, again I would like to repeat that thing, number of zeros of a polynomial always be equal to its degree. As in this example, 2x square plus 4x plus 2 and its degree is 2, therefore number of zeros will be 2. One more thing is there that will be important for us. If number of zeros are 2, then we cannot say confirmly all that zeros are real or non-real. After calculation we can give the confirmation yes, zeros are real or non-real, but it's one thing is confirmed, number of zeros that will be equal to the number of degree. Okay, so let's proceed for the next thing. We will do the some questions from exercise, right? And we will discuss the remaining things in the next one video. Okay, so let us complete this one first. One more thing is there in this continuity, key of long division method, because division method also comes under this one. In long division method there are four technical terms, that is dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. As I have shown this thing, everyone knows this thing. This is dividend, this is divisor, this is quotient and this is remainder. This is the process to find the long division, to proceed long division. This is remainder and definitely this is quotient. If any one case, if remainder is coming as 0, then we can say this small d is the factor of capital D. Suppose you are going to divide 8 by 2, then 2 4 ja 8, correct? This is coming as 0. We have divided 8 by 2. Quotient is coming as 4 and remainder is coming as 0. Since remainder is 0, then confirmly we can say 2 is the factor of 4, right? So this is the actual procedure. Some limitations are also there. We cannot ignore this thing. If we are getting the good things, then we should know about the limitations, because each and every theorem or any one rule has some limitations and we cannot go beyond that, right? So we will discuss about the limitations later on. I have written there, but I will discuss this thing later on in the next one video. Thank you.